Ah, I love water. Sometimes you just love the crap out of water, you know? So I shouldn't go to that last cauldron yet? I should still avoid it?
I can't remember. Did you get the upgraded ripcaster?
No, not yet. I don't, I think I'm,
I'd say get that first and then go.
you said I still need two more power stones before me. It says I can go back there.
Yeah, you can go ahead and go back there now if you want to, but like I said, you're not going to be able to get the armor until later.
To
All you'll
fight.
be able to do now is go in and get a closer look.
So there's what, a total of four to grab?
5.
Okay. I forgot how long this takes to load. Okay, so do I need to go here to... I don't have the trip caster yet.
Hold on.
This guy even sells it.
That's why. Okay. Now I can hear your stream.
No, I'm awake and alert.
I'm awake. I'm alert. Sounds like me on some days. It says, oh, Shadow Tripcaster. Oh, I do have it. Is that it? No. You
No,
said...
not the tripcaster, the
Oh,
ropecaster.
he does not... Oh, there it is. Shadow... I can get it.
Oh, you do have the ropecaster.
Oh, I do.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, you should be all set. I'd definitely make sure to take plenty of blaze with you, but otherwise, yeah, you should
But
be fine.
fire is good. Okay.
Well, I mean, I like those little explodey grenade things.
Explody.
Yeah, I mean, they're really nice for damage.
And... Alright, crafting...
Um,
I'm just seeing what I have on this tripcaster, ropecaster. Handling, and tear.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the ropecaster basically, like, um, do a tutorial thing, like one of the tutorials for, like, tying down machines, just so you can kind of get an idea of how it works.
Okay.
But, yeah, once you kind of get an idea of, like, how to use it, you should be all set.
That should be enough blaze. 180.
Oh, yeah, that's plenty.
Good. I'll make sure don't need to sell anything.
Yeah, sell off your traps and potions or whatever you don't want to get rid of.
This is the pre-show, people. Me organizing my BS. Health boost potion. How long is... Oh, for a short period of time.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on how that works. I think you have to pop it, and then it increases your maximum, but you still have to heal it up. I don't know. You'd have to practice and try it out.
Okay. Alright, so access the tutorial. Which would be under quest. Tutorial rope caster. Tie down small machines like watchers, grazers, lancehorns, striders, yada yada.
Check out these wares.
Where should I go for that? Watchers.
Well, what were the list of things you could go after?
Watchers, grazers, lancehorns, striders, broadheads,
Distant Church is just southeast out of town. No, southwest.
Fine goods
Oh. Yeah, okay.
for a fair price.
Take a look at these wares.
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
Arrested too for disorderly conduct last night.
I'll find a use for you.
Oh, I'll find a use for you, alright. Do I have it equipped? Probably not.
Oh, what equipped? No.
Which one's
Yeah, it
that?
would help to have it equipped. Bottom one?
Shadow Sling?
Yeah, swap that out. You shouldn't need it for this.
Is that the Tripcaster? So how does this work?
No, that's a rope caster.
I'm sorry. Just aim and fire?
Just, yeah, shoot the enemy and...
Gonna bring you
I
down.
think all you have to do is shoot the enemy and it works. Yeah. And then it's tied to the ground and it's kind of stunned, so you can override it, critical strike, whatever.
How long is it stunned for? Oh.
A while. Keep in mind, attacking them will break them out faster. Go. Do you like this thing?
Oh, so attacking them one time will untie it?
It's kind of like with the when you override a machine. When you attack that, it helps knock off that status. So if you just ignore them, it's going to last a lot longer. But every attack you do is going to help to like snap them back to reality.
Wouldn't you have to attack the rope realistically for that to, like, you know?
Well, I mean, we're not going by realistic, or else like the idea of like Aloy being able to like just murder machines like this is stupid.
Well, of course, main character status.
So like, yeah, let's not go with realistic. Yeah, basically, if you attack a machine, its status tends to go away faster.
Gotcha.
Keep that for later.
So that's how that works, huh?
Yeah, so like you finish the quest, right?
Yeah. So what's going to be so useful about the rope caster if I if I have multiple enemies in this area or something?
No, it's that like you can tie up a machine and then it's like stuck trying to free itself while you're trying to attack it.
So I would just basically use arrows and stuff like that from a distance.
Well, you don't have to. Like, you can get up close and personal.
But yeah,
And I mean, like,
but yeah, they all got freed real quick when I was smacking them.
do you mind this slight spoiler?
No, I don't mind.
The machine you're going up against is a Thunderjaw, so you're not going to be able to get far enough away from it. You're going to be basically stuck right up on top of it no matter what. The best strategy I could recommend would be to use the rope caster to tie it down, then use a tear blast arrow to knock off its like little rocket launchers on the sides, and then once those are ripped off, pick those up like a heavy gun and use the disc launcher to attack.
Sawtooth, there you go. I can't hit from here.
They're scanning for me.
No, you gotta get way closer.
Anything weak against?
Fire.
Fire. Where's my fire? That's corruption. Okay, the war bow. I thought something else had fire to it as a bow.
There is the hunter bow with the fire arrows. There's the Harja sling with the fire bombs, and then the tripcaster with the fire wire. So like any of those should apply fire damage to it. Just remember, once it triggers onto fire damage, you basically just want to let it tick away until it wears off.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, so like if you don't completely tie them down, they kind of get stuck there until it wears off. So like even if you get a couple of shots on, like they're stuck for a moment.
Come on, bitch. Oh no, I tripped. Let me go, let me go. This is actually kind of funny. Oh, whoop, I missed him. Quests. Well, that's what's weird. Tie down mediums. That's a sawtooth. Why didn't they count it?
Cause I don't know. Oh, you didn't tie it down. That's why.
It wasn't.
In order to tie it down, you have to have it completely into the tied down status. If you just get one rope on it, it's like you started applying the status, but it has to overflow and into a fully locked status. It's kind of like if you shoot it with one fire arrow, then it's doing fire damage, but it's not into a burning status. There's one. So yeah, you have to do enough ropes to
What's he weak against?
physical damage. Basically use like a heavy piercing, heavy damage sort of thing and shoot the glowing tanks. And they'll explode. Alright. Frozen. Shoot it. Right in the critical point.
Oh, he's still tied down. Shit.
Yeah. If you don't actually attack them, they're stuck for a while. You could like run up and do your strike attack too.
You mean stealth attack?
Well, it's not a stealth when they're seeing you. There's a stealth attack when you sneak up and a critical attack when they're stuck on the ground.
I kind of like that item. It's actually not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, the rope caster is really nice to have.
Okay, well, let's get these two things really quick, and then we'll go ahead and knock out the main quest. To the Banuk. Which I thought I got these already, but apparently I did not.
No, I think there's like just one or two things you're missing. Where are you going?
Here.
Data point.
Oh. Did you know about this one?
I know about all of them.
Oh, really? Do not ignore.
I mean, I've gotten them all at one point or another. But, no, I just happened to see it on your compass.
No time for lunch? You still have time for satisfy. Wow. Jeez Louise.
Can't be too prepared.
All of a sudden, I feel the urge to sing "Can't Get No Satisfaction."
Can't get no satisfaction. Yeah, that's a good song. I guess we'll go this one first since it's closer. Question is, where is it at?
It's right over there.
Oh. Yeah, I see it. Never mind. Ah. I got an achievement. All ancient vessels found. Oh, wow. I got a Chivo for that. I feel special.
Yeah. The nuke figurine next.
Yep, and then we'll go to the Cauldron. And then back to main story. I don't think I have any side quests pending, so...
Stocking up.
There's a couple of side quests left to pick up.
But in more of a nutshell, I'm almost done with the game, aren't I?
Yeah, I think you've gotten a lot of the stuff knocked out already.
Such a beautiful game.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you doing, Aloy? Oh, okay. Never mind. I was wondering what you was doing.
Braids will take forever to dry.
Owie. Boo boo. Banuk site usually involves me doing some weird stuff.
Put your bow hand in, put your bow hand out.
Looks good.
So it's above me. Oh, I passed it.
Are you surprised?
No, most of them have been pretty above. Okay, it's up there. That's probably okay. Now to find the things to climb on. Nope. Ah. Is this it?
No, all those Banuk paintings and everything on the cliff face and the climbing handholds. Like, no, this definitely is not the right spot.
Okay, how come she won't grab up the next one?
I don't know, maybe going the wrong way.
Well, This is part of the thing.
Go. Isn't that one to your upper left? No, get back on the ledge and then like try to push like up and left as much as you can until she like reaches for it.
Nope, nothing.
Maybe turn your camera.
Chief, there we go. Jeez. Whee! When is the next? When is Horizon Zero Forbidden West gonna come up?
I think it's due in February.
Looks like I gotta go find myself a PlayStation 4 or 5. Sorry. Okay.
Might be a good birthday present to me.
If you can find one. Where am I supposed to go?
I'm sure I can find one.
Oh, over here.
A relic of some kind. Probably Banuk.
Alright, I just need one more Banuk, and I probably get an achievement for that too.
Yep. And where is the last one?
I don't know. Last one is over here.
Ah, okay, that one. I know. Okay, yeah, that. Okay.
Alright, so I guess fast travel to here. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Nothing like breaking in a refurb video card to make sure it's working properly.
I mean, there's a certain joy in taking something out for its first time.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is the first time I've used it actually heavily, so.
Oh, well, yeah, for video cards, too.
Just glad it was weird. I mean, I felt really scared about the RMA process because I had to email the customer support, then email their technical support, then technical support told me to email the RMA department. So 3 different emails. But they took it.
We'll get you to the right department
This must be
eventually.
Renaissance.
Yeah.
Just to check in.
Alright, my goal is to over here.
Considering how things are going these days, I'm surprised they didn't be all like, okay, well, we got it all set up, but we're going to need to see your vaccine certificate before we can send it to you.
What would affect? Okay, that makes no sense, but
Well, like anything else lately has made any sense?
I know, but I don't see. It's not like I'm there to go breathe on them.
Like that matters.
Center of Liberation of Bodyist Intelligence. That's an interesting name. See, these things are starting to actually make more sense now since I've gotten to know more about the story. Why they did
Yeah.
all this crazy, stupid shit.
Well, I mean, yeah, the more you get into the lore and the in-depth of the story and all, things are going to make more sense.
Save these for the trail.
Very windy out here. Oh, is this a house?
Did you find an outpost?
Looks like one.
Yeah, it looks like that's just one of the Karja outposts.
Watch yourself, Outlander.
Oh, okay.
Tread lightly, Outlander. Good to remember the faces.
How much of a pain in the ass is this last cauldron?
It shouldn't be too bad with like as much as you've prepared.
Might as well activate that one. Oh man.
You and just like wanting to irritate me by not topping off your health.
Are you happy?
Better.
Good lord. It's just my health isn't that low.
No, it's an OCD thing.
Oh. Well, if we're gonna go with OCDs, I can't believe how many times you complain. Oh look, he's got 2 hit points left.
Well, I mean, you have to admit it's been happening a lot.
Yeah, but still, it's just. This way? Yes. I got plenty of wood. Got it. Go fight each other. I have the high ground DLC. You can't touch me. Okay, you get it. That was just weird. It's just like, just sitting there. Later, buddy. Oh, I better top off my health there. Alright.
Tough, but I'm
Forgot I got pecked earlier. Alright, moving on.
I mean, you want to mock me about it now, but like,
Yeah, I know.
you'd be cursing just as much as I would if you got picked off because your health wasn't full.
That's true. I do out of love, not spite. Campfire discovered.
These will keep.
Oh no, these things again. You know, I know what I want to equip. Where is it at? Corruption, corruption. There you are. I see ya. Why? Bitch. Oh, that's great. More of these bitches.
I think there's like 3 of them.
You're corrupted. You're not supposed to attack me.
They attack whatever the hell they want.
Alright, well, I didn't know that's how that worked.
But yeah, if you don't want them to attack you, then you gotta override.
Oh, these things suck. I don't see them anywhere. Oh my lord, gravy.
Well, yeah, that's the point.
That's it. Nothing to see here.
Trip casters are not that useful against these things. Wait, could I? Oh, I could do that. I could use a rope caster or try on the rope and charm them, right?
Yeah.
can't get it from there.
The only bad thing would be making sure you got enough time to overwrite.
Confusion.
Alright, he's dead. I can't. Thank you.
Ooh, purple.
Where? Oh, shit. Handling coil.
Nice.
What are these guys weak to? Thunder.
What, the,
electricity.
yeah.
And I don't.
I'd load up a heavy hitting arrow and take off his cannon.
I gotta re-equip my arrow. Why? To get points?
Well, that way he can't like just shoot you from a distance.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You could also take out his self generators.
Alright, so I need to go into inventory, weapons.
This is why I always keep the hunter bow on and just swap everything else around.
Tripcaster. Damn it. Oh, got it. It's down.
Shoot him once more.
Those guys suck. Oh, look. More of them. Oh, that's just a regular dude.
That's a watcher.
You know what?
You shouldn't need all that. Oh no, it's a red-eye watcher.
What's the difference?
They're a higher tier. So like the red-eye watchers are more or less just watchers, but like with extra attack and extra health.
Oh, there's more bad guys over there. Oh, shit. I think I got them all.
Yeah, you're kind of wandering far from the cauldron too.
Yeah, I got ambushed, so.
Well, the thing is, like I hope you didn't wander too far that they reset them.
Oh, that too.
You never set up channel points.
I have to be affiliate for that.
Oh, really?
Gotta be 50 or
Okay.
more. Maybe someday. That's why I haven't done anything really fancy with my, adding graphics and all that hoo-ha stuff. Until I get maybe a loyal base or somewhat of a loyal base. I'm not too worried
Well,
about
careful,
it.
you don't want to do hoo-ha stuff or else you might get banned.
Well, not that kind of hoo-ha. No, 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 no hot tub streams, my friend. Another red eye. Well, we're gonna have to kill you.
Well, this is where the sharp shot bow comes in handy.
I'm sick of flipping through me all my shit. Damn it. Well, he's not that hard to kill.
No, I mean, they're easy.
I got an eye on you. Oh, oh, look at that. And now you're dead. Oh, and I got an achievement. I got level 4. Oh, no, well. And if that's the case, I know what I'm going to
Yeah,
get.
you're up to 40 now.
Where is that skill that override, not fast reload? That would be nice to have, but
Longer override?
And a limited override. Yeah, give me that shit. Where is that at?
Yeah, it's that under Forager.
Give me that. I haven't really used machine repair. Yeah, traveler's not that mounted pickup.
Yeah, all the Traveler ones are the DLC skills.
Oh, so this wasn't in the regular full version. I gotcha.
Nope.
Stream running okay though?
Yeah, I mean, I get an echo, but it's fine.
That's because, oh well, yeah. Because you're hearing yourself. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so Traveler's not that. It's got some cool skills, but no, I'd rather cap these.
Yeah, some of the stuff in Traveler is kind of cool. There's an achievement or two for stuff that you'll get in there.
Do I just walk in?
But
Nope.
no.
Open sesame! No, that don't work either. Well, how the hell do I get in?
Well, I do remember there was a certain ledge that you shut down on a red eye on.
Oh, it's up there? Okay, thank you.
Just
Oh.
gonna say fuck it and like cheese your way over.
I saw yellow. That's what I thought I had to go do, was cheese it that way. Up you go. And jump!
Here's this melee.
Oh, down here.
So much for being careful.
Oh, it so reminds me of the Matrix. So you're gonna go to theaters to watch Matrix, or you're gonna watch on HBO Max?
I don't know. It depends on whether I see it up there with the family. I don't know. I mean, like, if I don't see it with like Dad and them while I'm up visiting, I'll probably take Zemi. I kind of miss going to the movies, and so it'd be nice to maybe go out and take her to the movies, get some popcorn and a Pepsi, and
Go all out. There you go. Yeah, if I don't watch it with my friend John, I'll probably end up going to the theater and watching it by myself.
like, I wouldn't go to the theater if it was just me, but like, if I can have somebody to take with me, that's worth it.
Well, in my case, for me, most of the time, I don't have a choice. Family, either the family's not interested in seeing it, and I want to see it. I either wait, or I can go get a bootleg copy, or I go just grit it and go see it.
All the different friends you don't have anybody that you could go and do like a guys' night out to go catch a movie or something?
I try to, but most of the time they're with their girlfriends. But how dare you go watch that without me? Oh my god! And then it's like that kind of kills it right there. And I'm like, okay. I was like, and yes, I have invited the friend and the girlfriend, and being a third wheel kind of sucks. So if they don't like the film, they can have the option to make out in front of me. Like, yeah, it's okay. I don't need that. I pass. I might ask my friend Chris or my friend Bradley if they're not too busy. Yeah, but most films I usually end up... I mean, it's always been a hobby of mine. I love movie theaters, so I usually end up going by myself most of the time. Most of my friends have moved away.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to ever be a movie theater that tops the Rougemont movie theater.
The what?
There's a movie theater in Rougemont that had like hidden tuck-away seats.
For that very intense...
Like,
if you want that full experience, you need a drive-in. I miss drive-ins.
we had one here.
God,
and,
I miss those.
I went to that, like, I don't know, it must have been 15 years ago, maybe 20. And it was cool. But yeah, it's gone now.
Yeah. I think, I was on the Cultist talking with them. I was like, you know why they make drive-in theaters, right? So people can go fuck. I'm like, oh, come on, people. Sorry.
Well, that's not why they made them, but that's one of the common uses that they turn into.
I mean, there's a reason why those cars are going shaky, 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 shaky. It's not because of hydraulics. Not because they're testing... I'm sorry. It's not because they're testing the hydraulics. Or back in my day, when I used to go to... If I went in to go see the family, I'd get out and go to that neighboring theater and watch the X-rated film. But I kind of do miss miss drive-ins. It's nice ambiance. Sit out in your car, watch a big old. It's just I don't know. It's just relaxing.
It's particularly nice if you have a nice sound system too.
Yeah. If I made a
big enough subwoofer in there, and then it just kind of like rattles the boots off as the THX stuff comes up.
Yeah. See, you're right. You're not wrong. Yeah, if I ever became a millionaire, that would be one thing I would open up. I'd open up a giant retro arcade, and I'd open up a drive-in. Drive-ins are so cool, and it would show all the movies,
all the
not
things
just
you can do once you have FU money.
Mm-hmm. If I ever hit it big, yep, that's one thing I would do to give back to the community.
Well, maybe once you put out that third game.
Maybe. And I'm not going to charge you $20 a head. I'll charge you $5 to get in, and popcorn will be a normal and there'll be like all kinds of movies, like retro movies, current movies, anything, just not just
the problem is movie theater is kind of hard to keep up in business anyways.
Whoa. What is that? I'm already at the core?
I mean, this one isn't really a challenge of getting into them. I mean, it's all about, like, here, have a boss fight. Like, the biggest boss fight. This is one of the toughest fights you're going to get.
Great. Well, first things first. Let me try.
I think there's, like, maybe a couple that would be more difficult than this.
Wait. Oh, that's right. Corruption don't work in here, does it?
Well, it does. But like he got corrupted and immediately tagged the thing and got shocked. You shouldn't need 3 arrows to corrupt them. Corrupt them both. Yeah, as soon as they get corrupted, they turn, hit the shield, and then they get electrified. Like, yeah, go in and hit them with a hardpoint arrow right in the eye.
Okay. You're right. Hardpoint. Now, I will ask just for spoiler reasons, does shit spawn halfway through this fight?
I don't remember.
I'm scared.
Honestly, the only thing I remember is there's the Thunderjaw, and if you use the rope caster kind of keep them tied up, it's not that big a deal. I would recommend changing your armor to your melee armor.
Okay.
Equip your hunter bow, your sharp shot bow, your rope caster, and I don't know. After that, like it's up to you. You could do maybe Carja Sling, so you could do like freeze bombs,
Is that
or
what
your
you,
war bow.
is that what these things are? Is that what these things weak to?
I don't remember what he's weak to. Scan him and find out.
Okay. I'm scared. Can I scan it from here? Thunderjaw. Weakness, that's piercing. Let's go into what the codex says.
Honestly, like I said, the best thing that you can do, like
Where's he at?
the easiest way to take these down is use the rope caster to get him tied up. While he's stuck, use the Terra Blast arrows to shoot off the rocket launcher. So like, yeah, if you go into the menu, you'll see where it says disc launcher. There's like two like things on the side.
Oh, okay.
There's one on each side. If you shoot those off, they're a heavy gun that you can pick up and then shoot him with the disc. And so like tie him up, use a Terra Blast to knock that off, pick it up, and then shoot him with it.
Okay, he's weak against freeze. Okay, so alright. Heart.
Because the disc launchers are really powerful.
Weakness to all, but he probably doesn't reveal that very easily. Okay, so he's weak to
heart?
shard. Yeah.
Well, if you use the Terra Blast, you can start ripping armor off like crazy. The biggest thing is, keep in
Okay.
mind, he has a nasty tail. So, he likes to turn and swing his tail at you. This guy is kind of a nasty fight if you're not careful.
So
You're going to have to go down first.
I know. I'm just prepping. Let's see here. We need not you. That's the Terra Blast, right? Yeah, the purple's the Terra Blast.
Yeah.
I'm not going to use the hunter bow for this part. Well, I could.
No, I would recommend the hunter bow.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, because like I always recommend having the hunter bow on. Because like that's your main damaging bow. Yeah, so your sharp shot bow, your trip caster, and your hunter bow. The trip caster is not one I would recommend for this.
What about setting up bombs and stuff? Nah.
Like you could set some tripwires for if he wanders around a bit and all, but like I'd say you'd be better off putting in a blast sling there or a Carja Sling to like freeze him.
Oh, he is weak to freeze. You're right. I've always used trip caster a lot for these fights. So
Well, like you'd have to set up a bunch of wires somewhere around the bubble, because like you can't put them like right through the middle to prep ahead of time. So you'd have to set them out around the edge and then hope he wanders into them. And like I said, it'd be better off just put a sling in there and use the grenades. But again, like rope caster is going to be your best friend here, because if you get him all tied up, he's not going to be able to do anything else until he gets until he frees himself.
that gives me plenty of time to like run in the distance to prep up and all that.
It should give you a little time.
How hard was this fight for you first time? Pretty tough? Nothing spawns, I hope? If I get ads, that's what's going to make this fight tough.
I don't think you get ads, but I might be wrong.
Remember that one fight I did? It's like stuff...
Yeah, like some of the other ones, yeah, you get like other stuff that spawns out with you. I don't know. You might get a couple of watchers.
So
or something.
trip cast. Where's this thing? Okay, his thing's in the back. Okay. So basically, I get plenty of time as long as I trip him up. Oh man, I'm worried about not having enough wires
So,
to
yeah, like-
destroy.
Override it to let him out, rope cast him down, and then tear blast off a disc launcher. And then just as soon as he frees himself, rope cast him back down. Remember, the first priority is always keep him tied up.
I hope I don't run out of freaking wires for this. I'm scared. Here we go.
You'll be fine.
I'm a brave boy.
No, you're a brave girl.
Uh-oh. Someone's gonna be...
Alright, good. Tear blast off the thing.
Quit moving.
That one held.
Good. Good.
No.
Grab the disc launcher.
Where's the disc launcher at? Oh, there it is.
Hey, look, you completed another tutorial.
Oh. Is this it?
No, it's the one that has the heavy gun one. Yeah. And then just fire. Grab the other one. I'm up first.
There's another one? I don't see another one.
I think it's behind you, on the right.
Should give me an upper hand.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Shit.
Got that.
Yeah, this one I just toss grenades out.
What kind?
The exploding grenades.
Firebomb?
No, like the explosive grenades.
I don't have that. You told me to equip the sling, so it must be the other sling.
Well, if you don't want to switch the... Well, I was thinking the disc launchers would take out a lot more health, but...
It did. It hit his armor too, so you want me to equip this one with the bombs.
Yeah, you might want to put on the cartridge sling on the right. And then just fire, fire!
I feel really cheap doing this.
I mean, it's an effective strategy.
Gotcha now.
Well, the bad thing is they're going to knock off a lot of the ropes, so you may just have to kind of like shoot and roll, shoot and roll.
still feel cheap doing that because, oh look, I'm the bad. It's like the now you know how it feels when you're an enemy and you spam status ailments and AOE's to death. Now you know how it fucking feels. That is a really cheap weapon. That really makes
the
the
ropecaster or
ropecaster.
grenade?
The
Yeah, the
ropecaster.
ropecaster is great.
Man, that is really. I mean, I don't feel, as a player, I don't feel accomplished by doing that because it just feels like, okay, you know, I could challenge myself and do it the other way around, but still, good lord, I did not expect.
I mean, there's Thunderjaws out there if you want to try taking one on without using the ropecaster, but considering you're trying to clear the cauldron, I'd say use whatever advantage you can get for now. Don't forget to loot the
Okay,
all
that
the stuff.
I only killed about maybe close to 100 of my ropes. It's not too bad.
Yeah, he's got purple mods. Ooh, 39 damage isn't bad.
Did I get everything?
His whole fucking tail is like a, hey look, metal shards.
You told me his tail was really nasty, so I went after that next.
Yeah, he as long as he has his tail, he can like kind of
Swipe.
do a big old turn and like swing his tail to like cleave you.
Alright, so I should probably modify some new weapons here. So go to crafting. That's got nothing but fire stacked on it. Let me see if there's any higher. Yep.
Well, keep in mind you're only ever going to use the Shadow Hunter bow. So yeah, you can swap out some stuff.
Damage coil's nice.
I'm sure you probably got a weapon that would benefit from a better mod for that.
And don't use that for damage coil? For Shadow Hunter?
Well, I mean, you can. It's up to you. It looks like your hunter bow is set up for like burning mainly.
Ooh! Boom. There we go, handling. Ropecaster, you don't use Terra for Ropecaster, do you?
It can rip off parts, but mainly it's the handling's probably, I would say, is the best because like that increases the rate at which you're going to be able to put down ropes. So the more handling, the faster you'll be able to tie things up.
43%. Okay, that's 46. That's better.
Oh, you didn't throw a thunder mod in that one?
Now I have. Now it's going to do all three elements.
I mean, keep in mind, you got Tinkerer, so you can always pull stuff in and out and, like, swap if you want to do, like, extra heavy thunder. Or, like, hell, you could even go back to the merchant and buy a second one. That way you could have one modded out, full out for fire, one fully modded out for thunder. Because you got plenty of room to get more weapons.
There we go. Sweet. All right. I use this mostly for to corrupt. That's how they get corrupted so fast. Got 44 and 43 stacked.
Plus, you're using, like, 3 arrows when you shoot.
Yep. They guarantee a charm. Especially when I'm getting a cluster fark of them. That's my bitch bow. Okay.
What about your Rattler?
I'm not gonna use. I mean, I might use it, but that is you gotta be really up. Since this
Well,
game
I mean,
encourages you not to go gung ho, that might be useful against like if I'm one-on-one with somebody. But what's my Rattler set for?
It's either way. It'd still be good to have some nice mods in it.
True. The Rattler, I want to call it. Where is the Rattler at? Rattler. I want to call it my spray and pray. I don't want tear. Alright, freeze would be good. Shock, freeze, anything fire. Alright, 28% damage is good. Okay. Alright. Alright, I think I got everything in here.
Yeah, I kind of didn't really use the Rattler a lot, but...
Yeah, its accuracy is awful. I did not like
Well, I mean, it's because you're supposed to be kind of like up close and personal with it.
yeah.
It's a very short range weapon. It's kind of like I don't know, like Uzis or machine guns or something in like first person shooter games where like its accuracy is crap, so like you want to kind of use it like when you're moving close range from room to room and stuff, but like if you want long range, you usually go with more like snipers and regular rifle sort of stuff because like the accuracy on it's not great, but you're not going for accuracy, you're going for fire rate.
And now I can charm the big guys, right?
There we go.
Yeah, you
Information
should
to
be
help
able to
me with
charm
machines.
more or less anything.
So I could tie that thing down, charm it, and say, have fun.
Or sneak up on it.
That's true. Why does it look like I'm missing? Oh, is that?
This is the source of the cauldron data intrusions. It's been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. Deadlier and deadlier year by year.
Basically the Matrix, man. It's like the machines are
And
just
what-
making themselves.
Who is Hephaestus? Another
Well, I
mystery to
mean,
add
they
to
are
this.
making themselves. That's the whole point of a cauldron. On a threat high, floor threat high.
Alright, so... Quests.
Wait, what did that one say? Did that say something about pig insert?
Wait. For what?
In the data logs.
Or was that
Under the data points, if you go down to that section we were looking at.
which one?
Data point machines. I think it was like the third or fourth one.
That it?
Maybe check the other one. Yeah, I think that's the one I saw. I saw ping and read it as pig. It's like, wait, pig insert something?
Oink,
It's
oink.
like, what the hell are we doing with pigs? Where are we inserting them?
So that's how they make bacon. Alright. All I had was my main quest in the ancient armory and the frozen walls. Well, the lodge, I don't care for that too much.
Hey, look at your map and find the river that's running east to west just below, crap, what's the name of that town?
Why, is there a quest there or something you want me to look at?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a quest there and it's really easy to miss. Zoom out a little.
Yeah, you'll need to be more specific when it comes to towns.
Okay, to the east a little.
You need me to turn off some
All
of
right.
this, some of the legend.
No, you see the broadhead? Yeah,
Him?
that little, yeah, that where the path ends there, just going south.
Right here.
The end of that road, there's a little hut that has a quest there.
How about that?
Yeah, like right there.
Okay. And
Um,
I have no fast travel points that goes here, so we'll
yeah, you
go-
haven't been anywhere near that spot.
Is there a reason why you want me to do this quest?
Well, I mean, if you do it or don't do it, like you can pick, like, it's just I want you to pick it up so that you can see it.
Okay.
Because like if the only way to get it I know of is you have to kind of wander past it and like see the quest marker. It does give a skill point if you clear it.
Oh. Automatically? Just Boom.
Yeah, it's one of the rewards for that quest. Not that you need it in the long run, because you can max out your skills without it. The game gives you way more skills points than you need.
I'm like that with my game project. You'll get more orbs than you ever need, so you'll definitely cap it. It's just having the gold to upgrade it. Like almost every boss drops a power orb or material orb, but there's also side stuff. And you can find it when you get near the end of the game. If you have to go buy something, you can too.
So,
Just stay out of their way for
you
now.
remember those rock crushers?
Yeah?
The underground little bastards? You can charm them now.
Yeah. Fuck them bitches. Hey, he called me a bitch. Go kill him. They're having an argument. Oh shoot, I think his charm wore off. Nope.
They can see you.
I know. Hold on, I gotta fix something. Inventory, weapons. Of course, I got the wrong thing equipped. Oh, that's right. If they're
They can still come after you if they're corrupted. He's stunned. Yeah, you're dropping a lot of frames.
huh?
Your stream is dropping a lot of frames.
Hold on. I gotta get the right weapon equipped here. Why aren't you? Okay, why aren't you? Thank you. Is it still dropping?
Yeah.
Let me get to a safe spot to hide. Ow! Kind of like getting my butt kicked over here, so give me a second. Yeah, I'm getting my butt badly handed to. I'm surrounded by too many bad guys.
Yeah, you are.
say it's lagging?
Yeah, so like you're dropping frames, and so like it's the FPS is kind of dropping down to like pretty bad.
It says I have an excellent connection. No issues. And I've only dropped
Well, I
point
don't know what
0.1.
to tell you, but
Try refreshing the stream. That could do it. It could be Twitch's end. It's not my end.
okay. Let's see if that helps.
Rush it.
Come on.
Oh, I missed it completely.
No, it's because you had to snap them out of this overridden state first.
What does he wait to again? I can't remember. Oh,
They're waiting for
fire. Of course, you run off like a pansy. Come back here so I can kill you.
He needs to line up his shot.
Be fascinating.
Nice. They're weak to electric.
Should I wait till electric?
I think so. Not probably more the body than the canister though. I'd be trying to take out his claw.
Oh my good gravy. Ugh. Okay, can we get back to our regular scheduled program? I mean, I'd appreciate that. Good lord, that was a clusterfuck. Ugh. Alright. Hey, I want you to go check out this quest. Oh wait, there's a ton of shit you gotta kill first before you get to it.
You're the one that rushed in.
I didn't think there was gonna be that many bad
that up
guys.
later.
Give me the booty. They're still fighting
You want
over?
the booty, but all the machines are screaming, "Wrong hole! Wrong hole!"
Yeah, that's what she said. Oh, great. Birds.
This'll last.
So what do you need to finish upgrading your capacity stuff?
I can look real quick. South. This one under crafting.
Yeah.
I need a fish bone. Another fish bone. Another fish bone.
Yeah, you need to go fishing.
And fish skin. That's all I need. Alright, I'll have to go fishing sometime.
Thankfully, once you get in here, you can just fast travel.
Dead machines. Tooth marks on that machine.
Tribal girl. You're a hunter. Machine hunter. I can smell it on you.
Got some snot on there, you buddy.
Fluids. Oh, your hands are stained. Can I just scent your fingers?
No.
No.
No, of course not. Forgive me. My head, it's
Hey, Torren, can I smell your hair? It smells so nice.
addle. Heavy with the taste
Well, of course my hair
metal,
smells nice, but no, you may
lightning,
not.
Prophecy. Do you dream of the metal world, Huntress? That's what you, Nora, call it.
The ancient world?
Yes, you've almost touched it. You hunt the machines, strip the parts, reach into their guts, let the sacred fluids run out, spilling away into the earth.
Sacred
Wasted.
fluids.
Open your mouth to inside. Drink up. That's what I did. I'm Bryn.
Yeah. Looks
I
like
guess he drank some of that machine juice.
those wounds.
Yep.
A sawtooth gave them to you on the hunt, didn't it?
Not just any sawtooth, not just a hunt. I was low, quiet in the long grass, spear at the ready.
What the hell is he wearing?
Then the scent, the taste of its blood overcame me. I pounced, wrestled it down, bit into it. Oh, so close. A shiver through my teeth as they ground along the wires. But its teeth won out.
You're lucky to be alive, I think.
Until the wounds mend, flower into scars, only my mind can wander. But why not trade, Huntress? You bring me the blood, I tell you what it reveals.
You really drink the blood of machines?
I heard tales of a tribe from the land where the sun goes at night. They were suckled from the machines. No, it's true. Took wisdom and strength from it, drew closer to them. Then the tales go dark. The whole tribe disappeared.
Maybe because they all died? Drinking machine blood can't be good for you.
Oh, first it made me sick. Then came the visions. For days and nights, machine dreams, Huntress.
This guy, cuckoo.
You're Vanook. Is this normal for your tribe?
My tribe. No tribe! The other shamans said, you've drunk in the machine spirit's madness, they said. This is not the way of things. Stripped me out on the ice and left me to die. Said, that's the way of things. Cold, unending.
They cast you out. But you survived.
Perhaps. I remember the chill pressed in slow, spear tipped. Tall necks gathering their great dark heads over me like a garland. Then I was walking again.
So he drank some of
walking
that
back
crazy
to my
juice.
once tribe. To return is to be
And they
forgiven.
saw things.
I kept.
Nothing like a good opium den, right?
no one stopped me.
These dreams you have.
Oh, you're
The
curious.
question is, did he see truth or
Good.
did he
It'll
glimpse
give you a
insanity?
long life. I wish that for you. That's my blessing. Now we're sworn. I'll tell you how the visions began. All is silence. The sky is dark. I gather up the world and peel it back, expose the ancient metal beneath, like skinning a rabbit. It's warm to the touch, warm as the sun. Pressed against it, I feel sound. My heartbeat is the thunder of titans rising. Machines bigger than mountains, stronger too. The metal world carried on their shoulders.
I'm not sure I like these visions of yours.
They're an answer. But to what questions? I must know. I'll share.
Okay.
It's been interesting, but I should be on my way.
Roam far, huntress. And remember, the blood is precious to me. Yes. Good hunting at the Ridge of Vales. If you fell a sawtooth, bring me what spills, won't you? Not enough metal in the rainwater. Not for my taste.
Or maybe too much.
So what do you think?
He had too much of the juju juice. Way too much happy juice for that guy. This is me backing away slowly. Alright, so this is where he wants me to go?
No, that's the main quest.
Gather sawtooth's blood. So basically go to a sawtooth camp and kill one and then
Yeah, there's one like right around the corner.
oh, right here. Okay. More than likely, I'm gonna have to kill these assholes. They're in my way. Well, these birds are easy to kill.
I mean, you could just fast travel.
You're right. I could cheese it. I like cheesy things.
Turn around.
You're not gonna like this. Sam says blood is precious. Okay.
Easy peasy. That was easy.
Yep.
All for a skill point. Let's see what whack job has to
Oh,
say.
it's more than just the sawtooth here. You're gonna have to get a few different types.
Oh,
Huntress, you've brought me the blood.
I need more drugs. Give me drugs.
I smelled it a hill away.
Don't make me regret it.
Wait here. It takes time, and the visions are strong. No matter what you hear, what screams, keep your distance.
Starting to regret it.
Gladly.
Before the time of the Sawtooth, the machines ran as one pack. Metal drumming on metal, keeping pace out to the lightning's edge. The rumble of low storms, that's them in motion. And then, a confusion. Something has changed. The great direction breaks, splits off like a dead branch. They're tumbling now. When they recover, violence is what they know. Now, metal screeches on metal. A death dance. Learned from wars before our eyes had learned to see. The Sawtooth, the Ravager, they hunt in the long shadows of others. Jagged shapes, old shapes with bloody eyes. And the machines no longer rise and swell as one thing, an all thing.
You're quite the storyteller. But what's it mean?
Oh, meaning is not for me to say, only what I saw.
And you saw all that?
Yes. Doesn't it make you wonder? The machines that drive other machines mad, corruptors. It's their venom I must taste next.
Do you have any idea what that could do to you? You've drunk it before, of course you have.
I found fallen ones on Coiled Canyon's cliffs. Under the sun, it boiled inside them. The vapor. Intoxicating.
Drug addict. So I gotta go kill a corruptor.
Actually, no.
That's where it says I have to go. Or it's already dead, I'm gonna guess.
Well, as I said, there were fallen ones along the cliff edge.
Oh, okay. So he wants expired blood. Got it.
Well, as long as you can get it before it seeps away and is lost into the earth.
You know, that reminds me of that pun joke that one time I heard of him drinking all this fluid and shit. I knew a friend who kept drinking brake fluid all the time, and I said to him, hey, you know, isn't that bad for you? That's pretty unhealthy. And he goes, don't worry, I can stop at any time.
Ha!
I like Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces. Cat, say hello to a friend. Say hello to friend, kitty. Meow.
Kitty, kitty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you just a baby boo, yes you are. What?
Do I need to step away for a moment and leave you two alone?
No, I'm just giving her love. She doesn't care if she gets tortured. In a good way. She knows she gets the loving. Alright, this way. You know, it'd be funny if I could use the rope caster to tie down one of the big tall necks. That'd be funny. You don't climb that shit. Just tie it down like one of those things from Star Wars. There.
Well, you better hope you tied it in the right spot because the first hand grip is like halfway up its fucking body. Go and tie it up in the middle of nowhere and then realize, oh wait, I have no way to get up there now.
No, it fall, and you just walk up to its head and just do the override thing right there.
Who said it would fall?
Dude, if all of its legs are tied up, it's gonna trip and fall. Well,
Not necessarily. It might just be like stuck and unable to move its next leg forward.
Maybe. I'm about to fight shit, aren't you? Yeah.
Keep an eye out.
For what?
Well, there's lots of stuff around. Make sure you're not like overlooking something. This is where our focus comes in.
Oh, weak to ice? I thought those things were weak to fire.
No, these are lance horns, not grazers.
You're going down.
And they can see you.
I know. Look at that shit. Like a boss, bitch. You were saying?
Nice.
They can see you. Oh my god. Nope. I own that shit. Own that.
Well, I'm just saying, because like a lot of times you don't realize they can see you when you're
Oh yeah.
giving away your position.
I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone.
Alright.
On a zone. Okay, yeah, they're hovering shit. I'm gonna have to kill those bitches.
AutoZone.
And AutoZone's useful at times.
Yeah, I like AutoZone.
We were playing Mario Golf the other day, and I guess I didn't really think about it. We were playing it, and Toad does commentary in the game, and he goes, "Okay, Toad, he's up, or what? Toad's up, or," and he saw I was playing Daisy, and it says, "It's Daisy's church shot. Can they make it to the hole?" I'm like, "Ooh," they said they. I think she's a female. I was like, did they seriously just go pronoun on my ass, Nintendo? Or that's just pre-programmed in? Because Daisy is clearly a female.
Glintox. Looks like I'm not doing it.
I mean, it could just be a way to be lazy and like be able to have a universal sound clip. Because if they instead of
No,
saying,
no sound clip.
can
It's
he
just
make the shot or can she make the shot? It's like, well, can they make the shot? But then they can just use it for anybody.
blast bomb. That's fire-based, right?
No, that's damage based.
I thought I had a bomb. You can throw fire bombs.
Carja sling, not blast sling.
Of course.
But I'd use fire arrows if you're trying to do fire damage.
Let's see if I can hit them all at one time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that case, you'd want to do a blast, Carja sling, and a fire grenade. That too.
Machine saw me.
Oh, I didn't see you.
Low and quiet does it.
Ass. Right in the ass. Oh, what was that? No! That's why you don't eat at Taco Bell. So, yeah, you've watched Cells at Work, but have you seen Cells at Work Black yet?
No, I haven't downloaded this next season yet.
That's a whole separate thing than season 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a third. It's like a spin-off, different characters and everything, and it's basically it is dark. It's one big giant truth infomercial. It's like, this is like, you know how they're in
Well,
one body.
I mean, a lot of like all of Cells of Work it is.
Cells of Work's not too dark. It's pretty more comedic and friendly. This
Well,
one's,
I'm not saying dark, but like infomercial, because like yeah, it's all like extremely informative.
yeah, but this one is a total 180 from the original show. Even the platelets aren't cute. That's how. Basically, you're in a different body, different characters, and this is a body that doesn't take care of themselves. He smokes, he drinks, he does all kinds of stupid shit. Suck it. So annoying. Can you, if you aim your rope caster right, can you tie down the flying ones?
Yep.
Oh, that'll be useful against some big guys.
Yeah, if you tie it, you could tie him down and charm him.
That will be useful against those things. That would be a useful thing. Because those things suck. Remember that one time I had to patiently wait it out? Oh, man. That was not a fun fight. I got lucky when he finally got stuck. Yeah, that was an annoying fight. Every game's got it. Every game has its annoying aspects. Even my game does.
Yeah, like Sam.
Now that's... I'm talking about gameplay.
Oh.
Look, I'm sorry you don't like the character. That's not that's not an insult to me, right? That's a compliment. Hey, I wrote a character. You don't like the character. I still have to write the character, think of personality and all that
I'm not
stuff.
saying it should be
Did you
a
smell this blood coming?
an insult or a
It's
compliment either way. I'm
The
just saying,
richest
like,
is
she's
not
annoying.
always the sweetest, Huntress.
But I mean, I'm sure
In
some
the
people
jungles of
like
the
her.
jewel, a fruit grows, but reeks of spoiled meat. Taste it, though, honey to the tongue.
Ew, gross.
No. This is disgusting. These corruptors never belonged to the herds. They crawl from beneath desert or rust from the bones of old machines.
Like, nope, this is
Sickness
disgusting.
Spread. That's how they came. Cold metal runs hot, buckles with thorn cuts and tail stings. A fever of obedience.
It's like a,
My ears are ringing.
cannoli
I
on
grasp
us.
at my tongue.
Or in Claire.
An ingot falls out, stamped with circles and lines. Directions.
He would be great to take to a party
To
with.
break a machine's will. I heard the metal screaming, Huntress. I leave the ingot where it falls. This isn't for us to know. Corruptor after corruptor tramples it in their greedy tread.
That is how they work. Kind of. How do you know these things?
It's not what I know, Huntress. It's what the blood knows. Am I the singer or the song?
I don't know what you are. Maybe get some rest.
No rest when there's unknown journeys to prepare for. Do you know of the hidden machines that...
I mean, I was supposed to be neither. He'd be the audience in this scenario.
Stalkers? Yes, I know of them. Oh,
Like the
Stalker,
corruptor is the
blood next.
singer, its blood is the song, and he's the audience
Man,
listening to
I
it.
don't want to fight a stalker. I hate those things.
Well, don't. Charm one and let it beat the shit out of another.
Oh yeah, that too. Well, I gotta tie it down first.
No, you don't.
Well, stalkers are the invisible dudes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're only as invisible as, like it's not a perfect invisibility. If you look closely, you can see the shimmer from...
Yeah, true. It's still a pain.
Yeah.
Alright, let's
But yeah,
go
if you
over.
get kind of close in the area and kind of sneak into the grass and just whistle for one, it should wander over.
Oh, really? I didn't think that'd be that
Yeah,
stupid.
because they work just like every other machine, where if you get in the grass and hide, so long as the eye is closed, you can whistle, it'll come over, and you can just charm it once it's close enough.
And then I take it to town to the other dudes. Because that laser does hurt.
Yeah. They can really suck.
Suck like my right asshole.
You're right, asshole?
That's right.
Does that mean you have more than one asshole?
Yep, I do. It's a talent. Those are Striders. Okay, I gotta go past that. Into the... Hey, don't mind me. I'm a nice guy.
This is where it helps to put on your stealth armor.
Yeah, you got a point. Oh. I hate these things. Every game's got its annoying enemies. See, I don't see shit. Nope. See, they're not gonna pop out until I alert them.
Like, if you hide in the grass, like, they may kind of wander past you, but...
There's no grass here.
Oh, turn around.
Yeah, way over here.
Oh. I was gonna say the other way.
Which way? Which way is other way?
Like, there's some right there.
Oh, there's some over here.
Behind you, I think there's some more.
That's a long leg. Okay. I just have to kill one, so...
Alright, so just kind of stay there and watch. Yep, hear it?
I hear him, but I don't see him.
Yeah, there. Here, see his eyes? No, turn back.
There he is.
Yeah. Yeah, see his eyes? There's 2. Nope, 3.
Damn it, wrong button. Urgh.
Yeah, whistle.
There we go. I won't trigger my invisibility. I'm gonna walk him like an idiot. Come on. While I'm young, he's not gonna come over here.
I mean, again, the name of this game is Patience. Use rocks.
Really?
I think you might be kind of stuck on that spot.
I think you're right. What's he weak to?
Lightning.
Lightning.
But yeah, I mean, if you want, go ahead and tie him down and charm him.
I think he's coming over here. There he go. I think. Will that reach from here? It will. Should I kill him or charm him?
It's up to you.
It's holding.
Oh, Dad got him. Your shit, I'm out of here. Bye-bye.
These things are hard to catch.
I'm not fighting them things. And you can fast travel anytime, right? While you're engaged. So it's not like, oh, you can't do that. You're currently engaged with enemies. Good. I know some games are like that. Skyrim's like that. You may not rest. You're currently near enemies.
Minecraft's like that too.
Is this the last one, or you need more blood?
Oh, you're gonna need
It's
more.
a clever trick.
Oh
they
my
have.
I think one
god.
more after
But
this.
no
Oh, that's
need
why
to
you get a
see
skill
what you
point for
can
this.
set. This blood is sharp, Huntress. Flint sharp.
I want to finish this and see what loony shit he
The
says at the
last
same
I
time.
took it into me, they say I slept the sleep of death and sweated dark oil.
Ew.
All right. Try not to die.
A stalker watching us.
I think it's two more.
By us. In red eyes, I thought to see ourselves reflected. No, they were dull and set. Set with a purpose precise from their machine mother foundries. They prey. They will not flinch. They are indifferent to the wild. They are final.
Ooh. They are weapons, that's all. My heart drops. Why look for understanding in the axe the moment before it splits your skull?
No. No, there's more. The axe does not remember its smelting. These machines do, and pine for the metal world.
It's hard to know what to make of you.
Then open my mouth and look inside.
Ew. No, thank you.
Cave of echoes and memory, but not my own.
I mean, you're tough-skinned. I'll give you that. Especially on the inside.
I first drank at the spring of a fallen thunderjaw.
The cables cried out like waterbirds.
But felling giants is short work for you.
Trying to appeal to my pride?
No.
To inevitability, Huntress. The tremor of their tread. Can you feel it? Tugging you to
I
the
feel like you're a
eastern
little bit off your rocker.
So Thunderjaw next, huh? But of course.
Of course. I'm glad I got... Oh, great. I'm glad I got rope casters. Or tie rope. Yeah, rope caster. Ah, Torren, this is a lot.
I want to say there's two more. This is a beautiful spot, though. I love this camp.
Why?
This is like the only place you can do this in the whole game.
What, to farm these?
No.
Oh, I was here before.
Like, because Thunderjaws pop up in a few places. But this is the one and only place where you can find two of them together.
That'll help.
Yeah, you need to go fishing.
Yeah, I do. I'll make that another time. I mean, I'm not desperate to upgrade them, but you get achievements for upgrading it, don't you?
I don't know.
Whoa.
I'd sneak rather than rope cast.
What do you mean, don't rope cast them from up here?
No, like I'd sneak down, get into some grass, and try to lure one over.
There's no grass.
The snow's got a bite out here.
Oh, I see it. Oh, got someone else's attention. That's okay. He can be a distraction. Sorry you're gonna die, buddy.
Just be careful that doesn't get you killed.
I'm gonna walk away now. I got my rope caster equipped, right? I could rope cast him from here.
I mean, if you want to try it that way, go for it. I just would be worried that, like, as you're trying to charm one, the other would see you.
Yeah. You're right.
But I think you can pull it off.
If I time it right, yeah. Where's the grass at? It's down there. You are in alert mode for quite a while, aren't you, buddy?
You might be too far away.
Oh, it's not grass.
There's some on your left.
Where? That's not grass. That's just regular. That's just regular foliage.
No, around the rock a little more.
Over there, yeah, I can't get to it. Now I can. Run. There.
Easier when I was a kid.
This will be fun to override. I think he's stuck.
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, you're still dropping frames from me.
Huh?
You're still dropping frames from me.
That's Twitch's end, I think, because it says I'm not dropping any frames.
I don't know what to tell you.
Let me double check. No. Still hasn't dropped any frames on this end, and it says my connection is excellent. It's Twitch's end. I'm sorry. It does that sometimes. I really do appreciate it. I really do. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've had that happen before, too. Watching some streamers play, or is this Twitch is just being... Come over here, buddy. I got cookies. Come on. Oh, he's just sitting over there chilling. Come on.
Yeah, I think you just need to go over and rope cast them.
Yeah, you're probably right. Rope cast it is. Hopefully these dudes won't see me when I do it. Come on, Bar. Come on. Come on. Nope. Time to run. Yep. Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna work. All because of physics. I can't get around this tiny little rock. Fiddle faddle. That sucked.
Straight away.
Oh, come on. There, gotcha. Yeah, will it go back to its original path? I can't remember.
And stop dancing out.
I don't know. Probably if you give him long enough. Of course, he's just gonna get murdered as soon as he goes back. Hey, it's still tied up.
I know. What? Oh. Alright. Now go argue.
One of them should beat up the other, and you should have it, get some blood.
Get up there.
Just gonna point out, you're expecting Aloy to like jump 6 feet into the air. You're not gonna get closer and watch the epic fight?
Well, he was shooting at me. I didn't want to get hit. His charm thing disappeared.
No, he's still charmed.
Yeah, I just can't see it. It's not.
Yeah, just... Go. I think it's because the other one focused on you rather than, Oh, run!
That hurts.
That's his disc launcher attack. There's a disc up in the sky that you have to shoot down to get rid of that.
Oh.
You either have to run from it or shoot the disc to stop it. And he wins.
If he becomes uncharmed, I'm gonna tie him down like a pig.
No, he shouldn't.
He's angry. He's angry. Ooh.
Yeah, the large machines like this give really good mods.
Set up camp inside it.
All right, old man. I'll get you more blood. What crazy story
I
do you have
think
to
there's
tell me
one
now?
last thing you're gonna have to get.
What crazy story will you tell me this time? And if anyone is chilling in the stream other than just me and my friend Whitefiredaemon, we welcome you. We have cookies. But I ate them all. Sorry.
I hunted that Thunderjaw you asked for. I should be the one telling a story this time.
You carry it with you. Beam wire burns and bruises, the salt lines of your sweat. See? On your skin, tiny metal flakes.
You mean it was a hard fight? How perceptive.
What signs you've shown me, Huntress. But now, the blood.
More like oil.
I followed red trails through a green world. Thunderjaw, striding with
Is there a
the
point to this
majesty of
quest?
an old god. These wicked parts, fashioned to kill men. This great
I mean, the
hole
point is
made
a
to
skill
haunt
point.
the sleep of children.
Oh yeah, that too.
And I realize it is a young beast. It was not there to see the first strange birds roost upon a metal skull. It became because of us, hunters. I saw many of tribes gone and yet to come. I even saw you there, fiery-haired, fierce, bared.
What?
Bared of metal, huntress. Bared of what we tore from their hides to be strong like them, savage like them. We built our world in the machine's shadow. Called them out with every strike of rock and hammer.
You think something
This should be a
Some
familiar
machine
story.
made the Thunderjaw because of us?
When you've tasted what I have, in the blood, there's change.
Such a change. It's colder than Banu-Ur, hotter than the Karja sun.
Does any machine walk or crawl that you haven't drunk from?
In the mountains north, the storm birds.
Even the air in their passing crackles with potency. In the sweep of their eyes, they see all.
Don't get too excited.
Oh
I'll get the
man.
Stormbird blood.
No.
Maybe. We'll see.
They must know how the
If you
orbit
want, you can
flows,
wait.
fades,
This might be a
falls,
good time to go
decays,
back and work on the
yet
Karja quest,
returns
because they're
to
going to
more
send
than
you out to
zero.
hunt stuff too.
Yeah, uh-huh.
You mean the main story?
No, the Hunter's Lodge.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
Well, the
yeah.
Hunter's Lodge is good because, like,
I just
by doing that, it helps you out with stuff.
I know it's just I know it's like bonus, like extra stuff to do for. I don't want to do all these trials.
I'm not talking about the trials.
That's the only one I have.
No, go back to the errands. I think you got something about hunting for the lodge.
Oh, so that's not associated with the other thing?
Yeah, so you remember you went and you talked to her, and she's like, "You got to make me look good. Go bring these trophies back to Aziz."
Okay.
So once you turn those in, there's some quest stuff, yada yada, and she sends you out for like other stuff.
So
but I think at some
basically,
point she's gonna send you out for Thunderjaws and Stormbirds.
So kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
So this is not associated with those timers at all.
No.
Okay.
This is a separate thing. You only have to do those first 3 in order to gain access to the lodge. The rest, if you want to do them, you can get weapons for having cleared the trials, but those are a separate thing from the Hunter's Lodge quest line.
Okay. Thought I was gonna do some main story today, but I didn't think that side quest would be so long. We'll do this a little
Well,
bit
I mean,
now.
being it gives you a skill point, you should expect it to be a quite the involved one.
Yeah. I might just stop halfway through this and resume some story. Unless I'm really close to finishing, am I?
Well, for the blood guy, you have to do just the Stormbird, and then that's it for him.
No, I'm talking about main story. Am I like
You have that, and then that, and then that, and then that, and then the final fight. So, like 5 or 6, like you're like maybe halfway through the main story.
The palace, and still he lives?
where was she at? She was upstairs.
Been doing this since I was small.
I thought I told you.
I'm here to present trophies to the Sunhawk of the Lodge. 3 Sawtooths, 2 Ravagers, and a Stalker for good measure.
I suppose Talana helped you with this.
I brought these down myself. Will you accept them?
Fine, yes. I accept them. But tell Talana she should stop playing with sludge if she wants to get Redmaw.
Alright.
More trophies? No? Then you're not welcome in my presence.
When I gave him my trophies, Ussie said you should be spending more time finding Red Maw than helping me.
That bunghead isn't wrong. But there isn't time to find Red Maw right now. You're gonna help with something else.
Oh? And what might that be?
Meet me outside. You wanna help? Here's someone who needs it. Go ahead, Ilsati.
I live in Lone Light, northeast of here. I barely escaped because Glinthawks attack anyone who ventures out. We have so few shards. Will you help? We have nowhere else to turn.
Sometimes members receive an honorarium for the hunt. Assis should have accepted this one, but he refused. The price was too low.
How generous.
Huh.
In the past, I would have gone with Takas to handle this. And what say you and I take it on? I'll meet you at Lone Light.
What about Red Maw?
Are you in or not?
All right. I'll meet you there as soon as I can.
It's like, enough about Red Maw.
Well,
oh, I haven't been to this town yet either.
I mean, there's a certain point of like, Red Maw is important, but not so important that you can ignore the suffering of people.
Aw, so we're good. We're good hunters. I think I'll wrap this quest up and probably call it. It's almost 1. So I don't want your sleep schedule to be goofed up either. So
That's fine.
plus I got to be up early tomorrow morning to go to the chiropractor.
Still going to him, huh?
Yeah, I'm not going as much as I used to, but yeah. Like I said, this shift in my body, it really pinched this nerve pretty bad. I'm still hurting occasionally.
Well, I mean, as long as it's getting better, that's good.
Better than it was before. Way better. Like I used to be well, but when I was walking, I would hurt the entire time. Now it's just more pain when I sit down.
I mean, that's
Never
progress.
know when I might need these.
The muscle is still very, very tight too. Whoa! What was that, Thunderjaw? Of course.
Wait for him to turn away and just kind of sneak by. And again, this is why I always run around in my sneaky armor, because I can just kind of like just run past a lot of stuff and they ignore me. No, not always. Sometimes they'll see you and chase you for a bit, but I tend to run from a lot. No sense in fighting unnecessary battles. Yeah, you're taking the difficult way around. Whatever.
I'm good. I took the high ground. Didn't take much effort. Another one? Jeez.
Yeah, well, you don't have to go that far.
Oh, good.
Be right back.
Oh, that was fun.
Tasty.
Yep, I'm feeling that pain in my back again. Glorious view.
About time you
About
showed
to
up.
get loud.
More Glenhawks incoming.
Farewell, fool.
More coming.
Take this to heart.
Ah, missed.
The sun's judgment burns.
I should probably put my ice armor on. Oh, well. There's a data point here, but where? That's probably in the building. Yep, there it is. The old ones. Another data point. That's a lot of codex. Considering I did a lot of that in Control.
That seems to have taken care of them.
But more always come. The soldiers at Morning's Watch don't even bother to fight them anymore.
They must be attracted to the kills I saw upriver. I should go back, but if more attack here...
I'll watch the village. You go ahead.
I thought you wanted to do this together.
You don't need me to hold your hand.
More Glinthawks.
I like the music, it's very calming.
Got you!
Oh, right in the face. Bye-bye.
There's small carcasses everywhere. No wonder the Glinthawks were drawn here. Need a lead. Focus might find something. Whoever did this must have left tracks from the blinds. Amateurs will leave easy tracks to follow.
Ah, Torren dipped out of the chat. Well, we're probably going to wrap this quest up and then probably call it a night, because I am getting a little tired.
Those blinds up there concentrate fire on a target. Makes it impossible to fight back. It's a cheat, and a wasteful one too. These must be the Snapmaw hunters. I'm here on behalf of the nearby village. Seems your kill zone is creating a Glinthawk problem for them.
Yeah, well, they're not the only people with problems. If we don't get enough Snapmaw hearts to pay off a loan, we
got
lose
kidnapped.
everything.
I wonder by
Don't
who.
follow.
I borrowed shards
I wish I
to
get
buy
kidnapped,
seeds.
but
The
in a
harvest
good way.
went bust, and now they're coming for the debt.
I'm gonna wrap it
We
up
could
in a
lose the
second.
farm, our home.
I'm sorry about that, but Glinthawks are attacking people because of what you're doing here.
Not my problem. None of us are leaving until I get what I came for.
Jeez.
None of us?
Selfish.
You didn't think it was just us two, did you? You already have one? Now that's impressive. All right then.
There, the heart you need. Now what about your promise?
A deal's a deal. And now I can pay off my debt. We won't be
Oh,
back.
I guess I already had the item in
Good.
my inventory.
Keep it that way.
Aloy,
Hey, look, she auto catches up to me. Isn't that convenient? That's not luck, it's pure skill.
congratulations are in order. I wanted to make sure you could handle yourself.
You were watching the whole time?
Of course. Tarkus, may the sunlight is passing, taught me many things. First of which was, a hawk
Hey.
never abandons their thrush.
Whatever shows up, I'm taking it.
Are you saying...
I'd like to sponsor you for membership. What do you say to hunting machines, winning trophies, and unseating Assis?
I'm in. I'll meet you back at the lodge.
You know, I probably would end up doing this quest line because Assis is a bit of an a-hole. Alright, so let's go back here and finish this off real quick. Is it better than the purple weapons? Is it something new and exclusive?
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price.
Yes. Yes. Trade.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's all of them.
Yes, I'm happy.
I'll sell later.
I will leave you.
Oh, look, it's a child advisor. Hey, pet.
Funny how Karja act all high and mighty.
I nearly mistook you for a Karja. It suits you.
Let's talk to asshole. Kind of reminds me of that one guy from Stormblood, one of the lizard people, that one dude. Can't remember his name, but that asshole.
Talana, always a pleasure. I see you've brought your pet.
Oh, see?
Greetings, Sunhawk. I hereby sponsor Aloy of the Nora for membership in the Hunter's Lodge.
No. Look at her. She's lowborn, a savage. This has been
Yep, he 100% reminds me of that aura from 14.
She has fulfilled the requirements. And Sun King Avad decreed the lodge should be open to all. She did save his life, but I'm sure he'll listen to your prejudice over his own common sense. Would you like to take it up with him?
The word of the Sun King is indeed law. Even though it would bring ruin to the lodge, so be it. Do you, Aloy of the Nora, pledge to act rightly and nobly when in service to the lodge all the days to follow?
I do.
Members of the Lodge, even though Tarkus is barely cold, I present to you Aloy of the Nora. Member and Thrush, what say you all?
To the hunt!
Sponsoring an outlander. While you make meaningless gestures, I'll be finding Red Maw.
This is a good day.
What's Redmaw?
Few have seen it. A thunderjaw marked by years of battle. Some say it still bears the marks of over a dozen hunters on its flank. How many it has trampled along the way, we may never know. When members go hunting and never return, we often blame Redmaw. But to me, it's more than legend. It's the only machine that will unseat Assis. My sponsor nearly had it, but he didn't make it.
That's
I'm
true.
sorry.
Tarkus sponsored me out of loyalty to my family. He was my last link to them, besides the lodge itself. I have to unseat Assis.
Yeah, C seems to be a bit of an a-hole.
I know why I hate Assis. Why do you?
My family has always boasted members in the lodge. My father and brother were both hawks. Assis let their sacrifice be forgotten.
What sacrifice?
They died in the massacre. They should be honored as hawks. Instead, Assis will not let anyone mention it.
How did your family come to be members of the lodge?
Karja noble houses have sent sons to the lodge for generations. Because they needed another place to lord over the commoners. I want to change that. The idea that someone is worthy or not by virtue of birth alone. Everyone thinks they have me pegged as soon as they hear Talana Khan Padish. I hate that.
I understand. My whole life I lived as an outcast from the Nora. They would have been the first to say I wasn't one of them. Yet as soon as I leave the sacred lands, everyone calls me Aloy of the Nora. It should be Aloy despite the Nora.
I didn't know. I'll remember that.
But yeah, tomorrow evening, probably I actually start an hour early, even though I'm scheduled for 7:30. I will get Persona 5 Strikers play it tomorrow evening, since I'm back on working on knocking out some games finally.
In the massacre.
King Jiran's paranoia knew no bounds. He sent thousands of innocents to die in the Sun Ring. When the Hawks of the Lodge called for him to stop the slaughter, he threw them in the ring too. Yet when the machines attacked the condemned, more Hawks leapt into the ring to defend them.
She looks so sad.
And my father and brother were among them.
I'm so sorry. What happened to the men in the Sun Ring?
They died fighting. If you wish to hear the story, Legan can tell it better. He saw it with his own eyes. I did not. The morning of the massacre, my father told me to meet him outside the city. He told me they were planning an escape. I waited for hours until a message came from my father. I had to leave the city. So I fled when I should have fought by his side.
He didn't want you to die with them.
Nor would he want their names forgotten. Especially by the man who benefited most from their deaths, Assis. Now that you're a Thrush, you should improve your reputation. Why don't you hunt down a Thunderjaw and a Stormbird?
Okay, well there you go. Now I can do the Stormbird
You're not
class.
just any Thrush. You're mine. And you better make me look good.
But what about Redmaw?
I will find him. And when I do, I expect you to be there. Having any trouble? Bring back trophies.
And I can go drink that, get that blood at the same time. Yep. Assuming the blood drops at the same time for it. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go get me some sleep. because I gotta get ready for what's to get do the chiropractor pippity pop pops tomorrow. So, Torren, enjoy your kidnapping. I'm gonna probably get me some sleep and have my dreams kidnap me. But I will definitely, like I said, I'll probably play Persona 5 Strikers tomorrow. But if I cancel that, I'll let anyone know. So I'm gonna go ahead and raid one of his followers that he's up. So you'll like his channel because he plays retro shit, and he's playing Zelda 2. So until next time, y'all enjoy what you do best. And I'll see you tomorrow evening for Persona 5 Strikers. Now I've got all the kinks out of the way. I don't have to worry about any BS. So see you next time and have a great night.